Hello and welcome back to Vets Play D&D with us, the Vets that play D&D. I'm Brandon, and I'll be your DM tonight, as most nights. We have a partial crew tonight. You can see our paladin, Fayette Tetheala, is being played by Abandonment, and our barbarian Tashi is being played by Issues. Down below them, we have Jesse playing the ranger Rupus, followed by Liv playing the warlock Petra. Hunter is down here with us playing the druid Stony. Next to Hunter, we have Adam playing the warlock Wagat. And finally, Emmy playing the barbarian Emil. That was fancy. I love it. Every time now.
It's bringing up the rear. Yeah.
Bringing it up the rear. Okay, that just became even better. There we go. Emmy, thank you for bringing that up the rear. Now, before we get started, we would like to say that viewer discretion is advised. This campaign includes settings and concepts about war, inequity, and conflict that may or may not make some viewers uncomfortable. Additionally, this campaign is being played entirely and exclusively by U.S. military veterans, and that definitely reflects in the content. Finally, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in this recording or stream are solely the views and opinions of the individuals expressing them and are not necessarily reflective of the views or opinions of the VA, University of Washington, or veterans at large. Liv, I'm going to hand the when last we met over to you.
Sure thing. Yeah. When last we met, we were staked out outside of a senator's house waiting to arrest him. You might be wondering why. To make an incredibly long story short, we arrived at our home base a session and a half ago or something like that. And were immediately informed that we had accidentally kidnapped the emperor's daughter at her own behest. And that while we were gone, there had been a series of synchronized terror attacks executed by are they anarchists? I'm not sure. A political faction known as the Rising Dawn, who have since then been designated a terrorist organization. So Senator Ganor Nathamo, whose lovely mansion we're camped outside of, has been advocating for them relentlessly in Parliament. And we're going to take him into custody to determine what other information he might have about the Rising Dawn and their antics. But in the time we've been staked out, which has been literally all night long, we found out that he has several other guests from the Parliament, the Parliament, who might also be involved. We're on take 2 of the Old Man in the Bush technique, and it's not going exactly as planned. So we'll see what happens when lead housekeeper Benji swings that bitch wide open.
Indeed. And just as a short caveat, you haven't been here all night. You've been out there about an hour and a half. That's about how much time
that's
elapsed.
Exhausting. That is all night, man.
And that was fantastic. Thank you, Liv.
Sure thing.
Our players were indeed tasked with the apprehension of Senator Nathamo and or any of his confederates, and to acquire any intelligence they can about any further operations conducted by the Rising Dawn. At this point, as Liv said, head housekeeper Benji and a butcher or cleaver wielding chef are charging toward the door after one of the housekeepers was startled by the Old Man in the Bush routine. And that is where we find ourselves, with Benji's hand on the door. And the door rapidly swings open, and Benji comes charging out into the night. You people need to start leaving us alone. We're not giving handouts. That's only on Thursdays. You, sir, why are you startling my people?
I thought it was Thursday. I'm sorry. Are you sure you don't have food? It certainly smells delicious out here.
We don't have any food. She looks back at the chef, indicating that he should be hiding whatever is in his hand. We haven't anything to give you. Leave here.
Oh, you're so stingy. Fine. Back on Thursday. And then he's gonna back away from the door and kind of like slowly turn around and start walking up the pathway.
Alright. Now, she doesn't see anything else, but the butcher notices a shape, since there are several of you gathered around the topiary that you have made, notices a movement behind it, but can't see too well who it might be. Who else is out there? Show yourself! I don't like this.
I'm gonna whisper to everyone. I think we need to capture them because we really need to figure out where the senators are.
Are you saying bum rush? We can bum rush.
We gotta bum rush them.
Can we say?
Wait, Liv, we can't hear you.
Liv, you're silent.
My bad. Sorry, I was getting real frustrated. It was because I was muted. Yeah, that's the reason I was getting so frustrated is because Petra had a prepared action. It's the very first thing that would have happened. The moment that Benji opened the door, Petra cast Charm Person. And,
There we go.
And sorry, I didn't realize I was muted the whole time.
We heard you in the other room.
So Benji should Benji needs to make a Wiz save of 14 or higher, or else she is charmed.
Fairly certain that's not going to happen with a 3-5.
Oh.
Wow, yeah, she is super duper charmed.
You people just need to. Why hell? She looks right at you. Don't I know you? You look so familiar.
Yeah, people tell me that all the time. Petra has to stifle a chuckle because she's purple and has giant horns and a tail. Just look, I just, have one of those faces, look just like everyone else. And now Petra's kind of looking to Rupus, or okay, you're leading this rendezvous here.
Benji gives you a smile and looks back toward Wagat, raising her hand to start yelling again.
Well, we need to. Okay, well, since she's charmed right now, let's not attack, but then see if we can convince her to tell us where the hidden room is somehow.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, sorry, not to metagame here. No, please, no one fucking attack her. Please,
should we? Wait, we're gonna perform for the senators. I pull out some woodworking.
No, as far as I'm aware, Rupus, you're
Wait,
still
there's a
hiding.
meeting.
So
What? Oh.
the only piece, the
Wait, okay,
the
the
only
only-
persons that she notices would be Wagat and Petra at this point. You're welcome to step out, but as you know, those are the only people she currently notices.
Petra's gonna step in between Wagat and Benji and is this man bothering?
Well, he's startling my staff, and he's around begging for scraps. And if we give people things every night, then we will not have anything for the master. And he works hard to take care of the people all day, and he deserves rest at night. And my staff should not be bothered and frightened while at work. This is supposed to be a safe place, and you should know better, you creepy old person. You need to leave this place. I'm tired of you people, all of you people coming around this place.
You don't have to be so indignant, granddaughter. Why won't you defend me to these?
You come creeping through my bushes and snooping through my windows. I will not.
Petra takes Benji by the shoulders and tries to physically soothe her and say, "I'm so sorry. This is my senile grandfather. I was taking him for a late night walk, and And Petra's frantically motioning to Rufus, please do something.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea he was mentally addled. I'm so sorry for yelling at you, sir. You should keep a better look on him. If he's a little bit gone, he might get away from you, and that could be sad.
I know. I'm always trying to keep a close eye on him. He gets up to mischief. You know how it is. Old men in their bushes. Wait, who's taking titles?
I remember my old Ragnold. He used to get into trouble, too. Such a jovial fellow until they took off his tongue.
Okay, I'm
In the
gonna
doorway,
step.
you see a spider kind of silk down, as confused as a spider can be, and then just scurries back up.
Well, okay, I'm gonna step out of the bush, but try to make it so they don't see that I stepped out of the bush. And
I hate to do this to you, but the butcher notices the spider and turns to try to smack it.
oh,
Jesus.
I just need a dex
I don't
save.
go
this
like
route,
head
huh?
height. I go like the top of the door.
Okay, I was gonna throw something at you. Go ahead and make a dex save. Never mind, don't bother. You're good. That was a horrible roll.
Wagat doesn't
Okay.
in an attempt to prevent what obviously was going to fail from happening. He's going to stumble past Petra a little bit and then like kind of try and walk past the maid a little bit and say, "Oh, please ask your friend, granddaughter, if I can have a glass of water. I'm terribly parched out here. These bushes, they're awfully dusty. I think they have lots of pollen.
Oh, he has chronic
please,
allergies. He'll break out into hives soon, internal hives in his lungs. You just wouldn't even believe it. You must help us.
Oh, but then of course, please, honored grandfather, follow me. We'll get you some water.
Petra's gonna follow Wugat and
young man, please take my hand. I need some support walking. Please, you're so strong and strapping.
But Benji looks at him and smacks him on the shoulder. You heard him. You're young and strapping. Help the lad. So he takes you, puts an arm under your arms, and kind of lets you lean against him. Please, quickly, follow us.
Petra's gonna glance over her shoulder at Rufus.
The master has company, so unfortunately I can't seat you in the dining room. However, you can come to the kitchen and sit there until you're feeling well.
Thank you so much for your generosity.
Oh, not at all. I swear I know you from somewhere, young lady. But always for a friend. There we go.
Okay. Wait, okay, where's Stony? Oh, Stony went back into the kitchen?
Stony's still a spider.
Come follow me. And she leads you down this hallway.
Rufus, I think this is our time. Should we go in?
Well, how are...
And I do one more door.
Okay, what if we sneak outside the building and then look through the windows and then just posture where they are in the kitchen? And then I wish we had come up with a game plan.
And they indicate a door here for you to pass through.
Okay.
Okay.
In walking through, Wugat's going to be looking very carefully at the floors around to look for any scrape marks on the ground or any latches or anything that might indicate something like a furniture that moves.
Yeah, give me an
Petra's
investigation
gonna do
check. Petra, what are you doing?
Petra's gonna do a vibe check, which is a detect magic spell.
Of course.
With the hair
You did the
flick,
hair
yeah.
flick, I noticed, so.
Yeah, vibe check.
Wugat, outside of the normal wear and tear, which is actually very minimal, this place is very well maintained, you don't notice much. You do notice a couple of scrape marks near the back of the kitchen where there's a door leading outside, potentially from them dragging in crates, barrels, and bags of food, but nothing that looks too strange. Petra, I'm waiting for your vibe check.
It's just detect magic. It was just at will.
Oh, okay. And you detect... what's the range on that?
30 feet. Spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
You don't detect anything...
Yeah.
How far is that?
I kind of grab Rufus's hand
muted there, Brandon.
and start creeping along the windows.
Sorry about that. You detect there is some little hint of magic from the dining room, specifically toward the dining table.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Petra's gonna peer over Wugat's shoulder and mention to Benji, "Your table setting is so lovely, almost magical."
You noticed that. We had them enchanted when a wandering trader came through. We don't ever have to shine the silver again. It's amazing. It never tarnishes.
Phenomenal.
All right, Brandon, how long has it been since I turned to a spider?
Well, you guys have been outside. It's been probably an hour and a half, close to 2 hours. But I thought at one point you turned back into a person and into a spider again.
No, I did. I was trying to think since the second time.
So you're probably near
there's
the
an hour
30 to 45 minute mark.
Ooh. Well, I don't see any sign of this moving along anytime soon, so I'm gonna go in the cellar and find a place to hide.
Okay.
Come on, let's go again.
The door.
Okay.
I'm just gonna drop you in the cellar.
Sounds great. Is there like
You
a
lead
crate or
this
something
time.
I can
Yeah, there
hide in?
are. There's actually a barrel. Oop, that's not what I want to click. There's a barrel right here, and when you look inside, it looks like it It has just a little bit of grain left in it, but it's mostly empty.
I'll fit in the barrel.
You might have to crunch up a little bit, but yeah, it's a big barrel.
I can crunch. All right, I'll go ahead and hide in a barrel.
All right, he hides in a barrel. Now,
I'll stay as a spider for now, but
okay. Rupus and Emil have desperately been trying to communicate with one another. What are you guys up to?
Yes. Okay. Well, I guess, do we have Fate with us too? And
Yes.
Tashi?
Fate and Tashi are out there. Tashi
God.
it just looks completely shocked about what's going on, and Fate is kind of just chilling.
Okay. Well, I want to like regroup with them all and be like, okay, so here's what we'll do. You can pitch in if you think we should do otherwise, but let's sneak across through these bushes to look at the windows to try to find where Petra and Wagat are. However, if we do get caught, because this keeps happening, we need to have an alibi. So I am thinking we're performers for the senators. I'll procure my woodworking. What special talents do y'all have?
Not performance.
Okay.
I am
Do you know any magic? Do you
I can survive anything.
Did you
That's
turn
my
into a bird?
strength.
Do you have wings? Okay.
I can bring out the wings, you know, big guns, whatever you
Okay. We can work with that.
Hard to say for sure, but I feel like fate at this point might suggest that your alibi could be that you are law enforcement. Like you don't need an alibi because you are the law.
I am the
Yeah.
law.
Well, it's like we're trying to serve like lawsuit papers where we gotta be sneaky until we can see them and then serve them.
You've
I
been
don't.
served.
I think it's more
Senator
like
Nathamo,
arresting someone.
you've been served, and you're under arrest.
Sorry. And we're taking y'all.
Would you like to crawl onto my shoulders so we can have like a two-headed approach and look in through the window? And thus,
No,
whatever
we're trying to
they
be
accost-
nonchalant. Okay.
That's nonchalant. I carry
Here,
people
okay.
on my shoulders all the time.
We have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. Plan A, we're gonna sneak, look at the windows, posture to where we see them. I'm assuming I'm hoping we can signal to them to like ask where the hidden room is, where the senators are, but I'm sure they're doing that already. Plan B, if we get caught, we're performers. If that doesn't work, plan C, we're law enforcement. We force our way in.
That I feel like then we are lying to civilians about being law. It just that's
We've already lied to
You're
them.
allowed law enforcement is allowed to lie.
I don't like that.
Wagat isn't Tashi's grandfather, but here we are.
Wagat is not Tashi's grandfather or Petra's for that matter.
Um,
And I don't
So
know
Stony-
where Stony is.
Stony actually is going to try to solve that. So Stony realizes, like, okay, no one knows I'm down here, but he knows he has some squirmy friends in his hat. So he's going to pull out his hat of vermin and say, hat of vermin, please give me something squirming. And out is going to pop a frog. And he's going to try to grab it because it's going to try to get away from him as soon as possible. And he's going to talk to it like, frog, listen to me. There's another one of you out there who's giant, and you can talk to them. I can just, I think I can just talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they will give you so many flies and so many grubs, and like they'll probably make you your best friend. How's it sound, frog?
I don't know what flies are, but they sound delicious.
Okay.
Do you know where
So
they
all you gotta
are?
do is-
I want fries.
I think you just gotta go up the end of the kitchen, squeeze under the door at the end of the room, and then search around the outside. You can't miss it. It will look just like you, except giant.
Well, can you roll a stealth check to see if I can sneak by people?
That's his stealth check. I feel like I'd roll animal hand and see like how good my description of.
Can you
Where
roll
to
a
find
stealth
people.
check to see if I can
Are
sneak
you
by
arguing
people?
with the DM right now?
Oh, people do it all the time. It's all right. Sometimes it works.
I feel like frogs are
It's me. I'm
stealthy.
people.
That's a 5.
All right, I'm going now.
can I
Feroy
roll?
Bankins.
All right, I allow a frog loose in the kitchen, and it's like, nah, if it doesn't work, I got 2 more.
Petra's passive perception of 13. Does she notice the
You notice a small frog squeeze from under the door and hop under the table. in front of you guys. There are 4 people in there.
Wait, wasn't there a door in the kitchen that led to the outside?
Yes, but there's a table in the kitchen. I'm letting him hop under so he's less visible.
Oh, that. Got it.
And one of the chefs and Benji do notice him. Benji lets out a screech. "Ah, a frog! Get it out of here!" and reaches for a broom.
Petra's gonna grab Benji and whip her around by the shoulders and say, "I think that I know where you might know me from."
But there's a frog. We must get it out of here.
Your staff, I'm sure you seem so competent. I'm sure that your staff are too. They will handle that frog.
That's true. Roger, get the frog.
I need you to tell me, what city were you living in 5 years ago?
What city was I living in 5 years ago? I've
5
been
years ago.
here. I've been in this city,
What's
in
your
this
mother's
home
maiden
for
name?
15
What's your-
years.
What's your mother's maiden name? So interesting.
You see one of the guys behind her trying to swat at the frog, but he's much more dexterous than he is stealthy, and he's able to sneak under the door and get outside.
Awesome.
Did you guys notice that frog? I say over to everyone who's outside.
Probably not, because it went out the back door and you're at the front door. But it will come around to you guys very quickly. It shows the right direction.
Okay, Petra's gonna reveal to Benji that she did some of her initial intelligence training in this very city and learned surveillance in this very neighborhood, and then she's gonna reveal her badge and say, "I'm sorry I lied to you. This is not my grandfather. This is my colleague." We are here on an extremely important mission. I can't even begin to express to you how much is at stake.
What's going on, officer? Is Master Nathamo, is he in danger? Is everything all right? Should I send my
Yes.
staff home?
Say
Do
yes.
we need to arm
Yes.
ourselves?
No.
Lads, grab some knives! Grab
No.
some knives!
Oh God, Petra's trying really hard to soothe her. She's trying to hold her steady and no. Law enforcement, no one grab knives.
That's true.
Any knives that you're holding, put your knives down.
That's true. Don't have weapons. Hands up! Hands up! Don't stab.
Yes. The senator and his guests may be in danger. We don't believe that you or any of your staff are in any danger. The threat is only towards more high-profile targets, but I've already evacuated one of your staff members who saw my colleague earlier, and you should go with her. Felipe Finlerdo. She's outside with.
She's such a lovely young lady.
She is. She was a real sweetheart. She was frightened too, and I understand that you are, but she was so cooperative, and that's what we need from you. All I need for you to do is for you to evacuate your staff and for you to tell me where I can find the senator and his guests.
I just need a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, if there's no danger to my staff, is it really necessary? We have dinner we're preparing. The master should be up shortly. What's the nature of this threat?
It's an international.
From where exactly?
I'm sorry, what was that, sir?
Up from where exactly?
I'm not at liberty to say. I don't know what you mean.
Petra flashes her badge a little more aggressively.
I don't want to cause trouble, but I've been sworn to secrecy. I cannot betray the master's secrets. I've worked for his household for 15 years.
Okay, hold on. So, Wagat can see through a window to the outside and sees some of his teammates moving around, and so he reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out a little handkerchief and kind of puts it up to his mouth and goes and casts minor illusion right here in the form of a little fork, a little dancing fork that kind of has two arms and points to the other side of the house, to the other wing that we're not at. And kind of motions come on,
go
get
to the
in.
other wing. Oh, come in.
Yeah, Yeah, like go into the other wing.
The fact that your first response was go the other way, I feel like we have to
Go
What
the
if we just go the yeah, this means the other way, right? I'm like backing you up.
enter through the other wing. Never seen a
Yeah.
dancing fork before.
Right?
Goostaman 9000
that?
says he is Goostaman
That's
9000
probably
says that
Frost,
he
right?
is the Senate. I don't know who Goostaman is, but we'll see. If you can get unlimited power.
Oh my god. Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
Oh my. I guess we're
to
gonna
the back door.
we're going through the back door,
I do love going.
but we're
through
gonna be
the back door.
sneaky.
Mm.
So
Sneakily.
roll a nice
A
stealth.
surprise backdoor entrance is always the way to go.
Do we ever
Should never
agree
be a
on anyone
surprise.
taking titles? Because I haven't been writing them down.
I have.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have?
No, I haven't.
anybody doing
Oh.
What was
titles?
one was like the old man bush. I can try to, or I will.
I said old men in their bushes. They wasn't that funny.
All
Old
right.
Mennonite bushes? Understood.
Old Mennonite bushes.
And surprise entrance through the back door.
His entrance to the back door. Yeah.
All right, so where you guys?
Oh
Where
my
are you
god.
guys going? Is my question.
I
Could
don't know
you
why the
signal
magic
to us
fork was.
where the back door is.
So the only back door to this home is
I
in
need
the
some tips.
kitchen.
Okay, where's that?
That would be. Where's my ruler? You would go
I
this
think-
way, and then you would go
Uh-huh.
this way around the building,
Oh.
and then you would come up to the back side of the building, and then you would come in, and it'd be like right here.
Oh, so can we
So it's on the
connect with
back
that
side
side?
of this wing that you're currently looking into. So
I
is
think it
that
was the-
what?
Letting
was-
me go.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's the map's not gonna let you go there because I didn't build out around it because the file size
Why
was too
would-
large to upload, so I had to make
Yeah.
it as compact as possible.
No, I think it was the entrance that Benji and the cook came through.
That would be your only other entrance that you know of.
That's the one I'm thinking the dancing fork wanted us to do.
Oh, is it? I don't
Not sure why, but they seem to know more.
think it was.
You
I
think
just
it's the
gotta
other back
haphazardly-
entrance that we had never
I
been
think it is,
through?
yeah.
Now,
Oh my
you
god.
two would not know about the back entrance yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we know that there's like some sort of back door. This is a court. This is a functional
That's a
household
fair
of the
point.
realm. Unless they don't have a back door, in which case we will be very surprised, I assume.
Do they see my frog at all?
Yeah, what's the salesman's frog?
It's been long enough that the frog has come around. A small frog starts hopping at Rupus's feet, kind of bouncing
Oh.
against your webbed foot and your leg.
Taking it poisons.
No, I'm wearing boots. I recognize you. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Flies. He said you have flies. I would like flies,
said that?
please. The man, the skinny, creepy
The-
man, pulled me from a hat, said there were flies.
That sounds like Stony.
Flies.
Yeah, I guess I can procure some flies. Where was he? Where did you come from?
It was
Where'd you
dark,
go? Where
and
did
then
you
it
come
was
from,
light.
Hot Night Joe?
There were people that tried to step on me. There was a person
Uh-huh.
with horns yelling at a person that was yelling.
Oh,
There was a man that was just standing there. There were men with knives. Flies.
No, but where-
I was promised flies.
Yep, I'm
Is
giving you
there
some
the word
flies.
scholar?
Where the man that pulled you out of the hat? The tall, scary man that looks a bit
This
not
way.
all there. Where was he? Oh,
Follow now. And
wait.
start
Okay, we gotta be sneaky though.
Sneaky.
Can you be sneaky?
I can be fast.
I feel if you're a frog, you don't need to be sneaky. I mean, you're kind of a natural thing there. Like,
Yeah,
I can be fast.
You're
it's probably
surprised
fine.
you get
Okay,
caught
yeah,
like
we're
this,
just gonna
so,
follow
yeah.
him. I'll shoo in everybody else. Emil, Tashi,
Well, he would lead you around the outside
Fate.
to the back door.
Oh, to the back door. That's where we
he
want to
would
go.
lead you.
Okay.
So I will actually have to move your tokens manually to get you to the back door.
Okay.
That I don't even know
Oh
if
my
I put the
God.
door in.
Um,
Oh, good. There is a door there. Good.
Meanwhile, Petra is going to again shake Benji and say, "Listen, I didn't say that your staff are not in any danger. I said that you're not the targets of this threat. And if you stay here, not only may you become a target, but you'll be interfering with my partner's investigation. This is a matter of international security. I need to know where the senator and his guests are and how to reach them. And I need you to evacuate. Can I try to intimidate her?
Absolutely, with advantage, of course. This does sound very troublesome. I don't know how to get down there, but I know where they are. If you want to wait, though, he should be up any time. The food is ready, but if it's that urgent, I can take you to the stair. I just don't
Patrick,
know.
I can't keep my
I
cool.
don't know how to open it, but I know where it is. I've seen it when cleaning his study. I see everything.
Okay. By all means, please lead us there. It's a matter of and instruct the rest of your staff to evacuate through the front. Follow where Leap and Weirdo went.
You heard her. Everybody, drop what you're doing. Leave the knives out the front. Where should they go? Go home. Go home for the night. Don't speak of what you've seen here. Say nothing. Report
Perfect.
here tomorrow. Would tomorrow be safe? Is tomorrow okay?
I'm sure that tomorrow will be safe.
Return tomorrow at your normal times. Go now.
Man, they don't even get a day off. That's messed up.
How soundproof is the cellar?
It's more of a pantry.
How soundproof is the pantry?
Not very. You're definitely hearing this.
Okay.
Are we hearing it on the outside? It sounds like there's a lot
I think
of
we're like.
Oh,
in
you guys can
the room now.
absolutely hear it. I opened the door and I had to put you guys like on the wall, and so you can probably see a lot more of the room than you might be able to. I don't know. I don't know
Oh,
if you
but
can see
we haven't entered yet.
it. Not to my knowledge, unless you want to.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think we're good to enter. It sounds like Wogat and Petra have it under control.
We just cleared everyone out of the kitchen, so you can at least like follow
So
us
we're
from the
definitely
back.
going to enter. Okay. That's true. So we'll just posture, wait to see what they do. But
Okay.
yeah.
So you're not going in the door.
well, right now there's nobody in the kitchen, except
There's-
for.
Just right now, it's only Benji, Petra, and Wogat.
We're
Okay, I'm gonna
ushering her towards the study, though.
Ooh,
Right.
I'm gonna try to make eye contact with Wogat, since he should be
Okay.
facing me, sorta. I
I'm
don't
sure
know
if
if he's
you-
expecting us to be on the back door.
Yeah, with Wogat's passive perception, if you were to crack the
Kinda
door, I
wave a little
guarantee he would notice.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna crack the door.
Okay. Crack the door. We got kind of like just like very like subtly kind of like hold on like a minute kind of gesture and walk for Benji to Petra before
You're
motion
cutting out a little bit.
Okay. So we got Petra and Benji are around the corner and the outside to come in.
Yeah, it broke up again.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you, bud.
Uh-oh.
Wish you had your
Oh.
ASMR mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, now I can't hear you guys.
Oh, no.
No. Okay.
Oh, okay. I can hear
Oh,
you
wait.
guys again. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay. When Petra and Benji move around the corner, then Wogat will motion for everybody else to come in.
Oh, okay.
Stoney's gonna also like start to creep out from his hidey hole and just kind of like slowly push up on the trap door to the pantry, I guess. And
It's
kinda,
just a
like,
normal door.
closed in.
It's just a...
Oh, never mind.
Is it?
Just gotta-
Is Stony? Is this pantry like access like from the kitchen?
Yeah, there's a door
Yeah.
right here. Let me go ahead and cut out that door. Lighting. There you go.
Oh, there
So
you
he's
are.
gonna-
Oh,
He's gonna
okay.
There was
crack
a door
that
there.
door also.
Yeah, I failed to
Oh.
describe the room when you guys walked in. When you guys split up, I sometimes forget to describe things, and I apologize. I'll be better about my descriptions. So,
Okay. So I imagine everybody's like starting to come into the room.
yes, and Tashi and Fate are currently just following Rupus, since I don't want to play them right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right. So when they when Rupus enters, Wogat's gonna say, "Commander, we have successfully convinced the staff to leave the building. it doesn't seem that the access to the secret underground lair is, or wherever they may be, is on this side of the wing. I think that Benji, the staff person, is leading Petra to wherever that entrance may be. Something about a stairwell.
Well, good work. Good work. Y'all made excellent progress. And this is already going much better than our previous heist, so let's who does she think we are? I don't know if I heard that. We should probably maybe I know that they're law enforcement.
Our Petra revealed our credentials as well, to some limited degree. Our authority showed our papers.
And they responded well to that, it seems?
Somewhat, yeah. They're a little incredulous of whether or not they need to provide any service to us, but they have at least agreed to leave, with the exception of Benji.
Okay. Well, best to keep our distance right now, I guess, before overwhelming them with lots of random people. So we'll just move enough to like see them. Pardon?
Would you like me to stay outside and watch the exit?
We might
we could have someone. Oh,
signal the soldiers to come in and watch the exits.
They're all around the building, so they would still see if someone went through the exit and then left the grounds.
Okay.
I think. I don't know if it's important to have someone watching that door. Is it near? Like, is this just a completely different wing, the stairwell is, and the dining room?
So it's the study, and I definitely think that Wagat would have heard her say that.
He would have, absolutely would have.
Okay,
the study.
Then he says that.
And Hunter has been in the study.
I have. You hear a psst. Can I come out?
Yeah. I think it's safe.
Okay.
Seems safe.
I'll
Good work
follow.
as well. The frog was an excellent idea.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Let
Hold
us
out
right
my
here.
hat. Oh, led you here? I just wanted you guys to know where I was. I was in a barrel.
Do you have any new intel to share with us?
They really need to dust more. Corners are real cobwebby. All the people left. All the staff's gone.
Okay, yeah, we already figured that out.
Petra is going to a stairwell.
Okay, well, sounds like information we already know, so let's just keep going.
Oh, I can show you where I can go to the study. I know where the study is.
Ah, now you're talking useful information. Let's go.
As Benji leads you forward, Petra, she pulls out a key and opens the door that you guys are standing in front of. This is the master's study. It's where he and his compatriots, friends, and colleagues get together to go over work stuff. But they don't stay here. I don't know where they go, but I've heard a couple of his friends from work mention that it was a lot of stair climbing. They're parched. I've never seen a stair in this room, but they don't leave here that I know of. So there must be stairs somewhere. I can help you search, but I'd rather not betray the master's trust over a threat that
Benji, I would never ask you to betray your master. I assure you that it's my concern is his safety and the safety of the realm. Thank you. Your help has been invaluable. Petra's gonna put her hand out for that key.
She hands the key and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "You're doing great work, dear. Thank you for looking out for Master Nathamo. It brings a tear to my eye that young people still seem to care these days. With everything going on in the world and all the violence and the anger. And it's just, thank you, lass."
Thank you. We couldn't do this. Is incredibly difficult work, but it'd be impossible without people like you.
Oh dear, stop it.
And Petra's gonna thank her again and guide her out the front door and tell her to, follow her instructions to the rest of the staff. Go. This has been a stressful and exhausting night, I'm sure. Get some rest and come back tomorrow, and I'm sure that there will be more information. You'll be able to put the master's house in order again.
I guess I could go and stop at some of the other staff's homes and make sure they're doing all right. Oh dear.
I respect that so much about you.
Oh, dearie.
You keep an impeccable home. I'm sure the master's grateful.
But yeah,
Petra closes the door behind her and locks it.
Oh.
she looks backwards, slightly confused, but lets it go and continues off.
Petra runs back to the study and is going to start snooping around looking for passwords, papers, doors, keys.
Well, you see many things as you enter the room. You see a dimly lit but not unpleasant study. Warm tones everywhere, nice warm woods, leather chairs, things of that nature. There's a desk in this corner with some scrolls and papers scattered upon them. The central desk has several books, tomes, and scrolls as well, different writing instruments. Same with over here. You see large bookshelves, floor to ceiling, here, and here. And this entire wall is one built-in bookshelf, floor to ceiling, with most of the tomes in place. There are a few chalices spread around the room, from people obviously having some beverages, inkwells over here. A very nice and pleasant, plush-looking leather chair here as well.
Okay. Petra's going to cast another vibe check.
Yeah, you definitely pick up on some magic. Let's see, what school would it be? You feel magic from both the abjuration and illusion schools of magic, and
Okay.
some evocation as well.
Cool. And where? Because I should be able
Yeah.
to see a faint aura around any visible creature object.
Definitely. So you see a faint aura around this section of the bookshelf here, around this lantern that is on the table, and then around some a decanter and some chalices that are on this bookshelf.
Okay. I see the rest of the crew streaming in. I'm going to tell them that.
This is the study, everybody. It's the largest room in the house.
Thank you.
It could also be a nursery. Perfect for whatever your family plans are. That was a real estate joke.
Yes.
I hope,
Yes.
hope you guys got it, because it seemed like Hunter was also making a real estate joke.
A great work, Petra.
Or even a home
But
gym.
really charming. Wait, charming? Yeah. Quite spacious.
It's a charming yet
Room.
spacious rambler.
No, you've
An
done an
art
excellent job
studio.
charming people.
Thanks.
I've heard.
Wow.
Are we looking for a staircase?
Yeah, a stairwell.
A stairwell.
It could be
Okay.
could be literal, could be metaphorical, metaphysical. Hard to say. Honestly, Bennu is not really that helpful. I'm pretty sure this room was already unlocked.
Hmm.
But we're
Well-
here now.
Yeah, we have the whole place to ourselves, which is huge.
So you guys want to throw
We
a
just start
party, or-
searching.
Yeah. So Petra wants to take a closer look at this bookshelf, looking for any Stony mentioned that they needed dust more, so she's looking for any noticeably dust-free spots
Mm-hmm.
where books might have been pulled out or something. I don't know.
Go ahead and give me an investigation, obviously. There are a few missing books, but you see that there are missing books on every shelf in the room, or every bookcase in the room, so that doesn't seem too out of the ordinary, since there are several books scattered about the room. But upon your investigation, you do notice on the floor some faint scratch marks in an arc, looking something akin to this.
Okay.
Actually, if we've gone further, it would have been more like a scratch, very faint, hard to see scratch marks similar to that.
Okay. Cool.
I just realized what it
Is
made.
there
Never mind. Anyway, keep going.
Is there? Oh, sorry.
What?
No, you're
I was gonna
totally
ask, is
alright.
there
I was
anything-
muttering to myself.
Wow. Is there anything Sylvan or Druidic in this room? So, Stony can read it.
Give me an investigation check.
+0, this would be good. 12?
You do notice on this bookshelf here a tome that on the spine is written in Druidic runes.
Oh, sweet. I can read this.
Yes, and as you open it, it is all about. It looks like the personal diary of a druid whose entire life was devoted to breeding and cross-pollinating the perfect tea. His name's Uncle Roi, and his only dream was to have a beautiful tea shop. And it discusses his life of hardship and loss and love. As he goes across that journey to make the perfect tea.
Did he have an angsty teen nephew as a companion?
He did, as a matter of fact.
And was he a well-renowned military general?
No, he was not. But his brother was the president of the Tea Guild, and cast him and the angsty nephew out because they were disrespectful during a tea summit, where they were trying to set tea prices across the land.
I can't imagine the dishonor.
So much dishonor. And he ended up burning the tea leaves. The president burnt the tea leaves as he cast them out. So.
Well, Stony looks at it, reads, is like, oh, this is dumb. It's just about leaf juice. And he just kind of puts it back.
Uncle Roi would be so hurt.
Did Petra tell everyone what she saw?
Yeah,
The
she,
scratches
yeah, about
on-
the scratches. Yeah, Petra's
Yeah.
gonna tell everyone about the scratches and start taking a closer look at that bookshelf,
Okay.
examining every surface.
As well.
Well, those two are scouring that bookshelf. Is anybody else looking anywhere else?
I would like to look at any wall sconces or paintings.
So there are several paintings and wall sconces around the room. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Wagat, what are you up to?
Wagat's examining the table and looking under it and scraping his nails along the wood underneath.
Okay. Also an investigation check. Tashi and Fate are checking out this desk. Yes. Come on in. Come on in, little lady. Let's go. Come on in. Yes, knock, knock. You can come in.
Oh my god, we got
Hi.
an investigation roll, bud.
You found
That
the
21 will get you something.
moist piece of gum still preserved underneath the
Ew.
senator's desk.
Hi.
Want to say goodnight? Night, night.
I'm totally not eating chocolate Rice Krispie treats. Don't show her.
Good to see you soon. That is Arya and Dad. Do you see Liv? Say hi, Liv. Say hi, Emmy. Hi, Adam. Hi, Hunter. Say we miss you, Jesse. Because she's not there. There's no
I see you're
picture.
missing Arya.
All right. Can you tell everyone good night?
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, it's Dad. All right, give me kisses. Kisses? No. Okay. Hugs? No. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to do either. I love you. You're going to bed now, though. Good night. Oh, now you want hugs. Okay. I love you. Favorite. Don't forget. I love you. Good night. You want a kiss? Okay, come here. Give me kisses. All right, but I gotta go now. Thanks, guys. Night night. Sorry. Thanks. I appreciate you guys'
Arya
indulgence.
negotiates like a civilization NPC. Like, you send a request for iron, they say no. But then they send you a request saying, we'll trade you iron.
Yeah.
Kiss. Do you want kisses? No? Yeah, okay. But only when you ask for it. Oh, okay.
Well, she's at that stage where her first response to anything is no, and then she cognates and goes, wait, I do want that thing. But she has this knee-jerk no to everything. So, but as soon as I put her down and tell her, okay, then bedtime, she realizes that she's not going to have another opportunity. So.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Anyway, as always, I
Very
appreciate your
adorable.
indulgence. That's kind of the most important thing in the world to me, so deal with it.
Love her.
I do.
We're excited to see her.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm excited to see her too. All right, so we have a lot of people looking at a lot of different things. Stoney's got his book over there. Petra and Rupus, what exactly are you guys looking at doing? You said you were
Petra's
looking
looking
at
for
it.
no, she's like, we're like examining the surfaces. We're looking for any like mechanisms that might open it, since it seems pretty obvious that it opens.
It does seem fairly obvious that it will open. You don't find any mechanisms, any catches, latches, or hinges. It looks, at first glance, to be perfectly seamless and built-in bookshelf, just like the rest of it. It's only your keen sense of observation that it's indicated that it may or may not open. Let's see. Emil, you were looking at the wall sconces and paintings. I'm assuming you were physically handling the wall sconces?
Yes.
None of them seemed to move, although one of them was a little bit loose, but you did determine that it was just the fixture itself not being firmly enough mounted. So your attempts to move them do not open any secret doors or latches. I'm assuming that's what you're going for. Other than that, they look unremarkable. There are several paintings around the room depicting different astrological phenomena, most of them having to do with at or around sunrise. Other than that, though, none of them seem
So
to.
they're locked down there until sunset.
That's
Not
a
so much
theory.
of a safe room, is it, huh?
Yeah. But all the paintings do freely come off the wall. There's nothing behind them. They just look like beautiful works of art.
Stoney's gonna stare at the area that Petra's looking at. Oh, the door. Cool. Can anyone make something smell like cheese?
I don't think Fate
Does
or
anyone have,
Tashi
like-
have prestidigitation, so I can't.
I can go get some cheese if that's helpful.
It might be, but
You did
I
notice
eat
a
cheese.
fair amount of
Doesn't work
cheese
for
in the
smells.
pantry.
the Ras is gonna go straight to the cheese though. Or the cheese, yeah, we can. If you, I can go get. I'll get the cheese. Don't worry. So Stoney's gonna go get some cheese.
No. While he's
Good
doing that,
luck with your cheese.
Wagat, you notice a couple of interesting things about this table. One, the table itself is made of wood, but it has an inlay of what looks like ivory in the shape of a sun. Right, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The lantern in the center is a heavy lantern, shedding a lot of light. There is no handle on top of it, as if it were portable. It looks like it's meant to be on top of this table. And you notice that there are several texts and tomes strewn across the desk, as if people were researching. One page, or one piece of paper that's folded up and kind of slid into one of the books catches your eye. And when you pull it out, you find this note. It is in your journal now.
Okay. I want to note that one of the things that Wagat's going to do is like he's going to be like kind of running his hands along the ivory of the table and like kind of moving the books around to kind of like look a little bit better at like the design that's inlaid on it. In his experience, you know, there's a great deal of importance and symbolism that especially, you know, people of great importance tend to put in their environment. And so, you know, as he's like moving his hands around and he's like feeling like the lantern as well, is it hot?
Yeah, the lantern itself is warm. And as you're feeling it, you notice that the actual top of the lantern, the cap, is slightly askew.
He's gonna like feel the lantern and then like kind of like maybe like move the like grab the top and kind of like lift it and like kind of jostle it about, you know, kind of see which way it moves.
Absolutely. So, the lantern itself is warm, but not as warm as you expect if there were a flame inside of it. As you play with the top, it does seem like it is meant to It has like some sort of gasket almost that looks like it's supposed to hold it down tightly, but someone didn't push it down tightly enough. So it doesn't feel as if that lid will just lift off with a little bit of pressure.
Commander. Careful, that's magic.
Noted. Commander, this note, I think you better take a look at it. And then he's going to hand the piece of paper over to Rupus.
All right, I will add it to Rupus's journal. Done.
And as Rupus is like looking at that, Lagat's going to, I guess, like kind of like press down on the top of the lantern and just kind of like put some like downward pressure on it to like reseat the lid. And if that doesn't do anything, he's gonna maybe try taking it off.
Yeah, pushing it down just seals it. It doesn't cause anything in the room itself to change. Would you like to take it off?
Yeah.
Okay, you remove it.
Lagat's gonna take it off. As
Lagat takes it off, you see that the lantern itself, the cylinder, is actually double walled. So there's an external cylinder and then a slightly smaller one inside. And there seems to be some kind of light from inside the two layers, leaving the inside hollow. And inside is stored 3 vials. And the 3 vials, they are in a rack. They look like you could lift them out, and they're currently empty.
Cyanide.
Petra.
Wait.
Oh?
I don't... Well, God, did you read this note?
I didn't. I glanced over it and it seemed important, so I decided to...
Everyone, don't touch anything! Turns out we're trying to get to their clubhouse, but apparently they added a few precautions. So we must be careful. There is probably some booby traps.
Booby traps?
Petra asks if you'll just read us the note.
Oh yeah, I can read you the note. It doesn't quite say. Okay.
Does Tony come back with cheese at this point?
I'd say about now, yeah. The note is now in everyone's journal and being shown to you. But you're welcome to read it.
Should we read it out loud for the viewers?
That'd be great. Who wants to read it?
I can read.
Do you want to do it in your accent?
Yeah. Oh, no.
No?
I can read it if you want.
Okay. I need to come up with like a phrase. Sam said one or whatever that like kind of sounds like Kermit, and then it's easy to like you say that phrase and then you can kind of get into the motion of it. Yeah.
Smart.
Well, we could do ASMR time with Adam.
Lagat found it, so you can you do the honors.
And if no one wants to read, I will always read stuff if you guys don't want to. So
it's this accent that's killing me. Okay.
So it begins, Ganor, or however you pronounce it. My plans are finally coming to fruition. Our first step toward a new world is about to be taken. As such, though, I thought it prudent to add some extra security to the clubhouse. I sent a few contractors over while you were away to help with this. Don't worry, I didn't add anything dangerous, and we didn't forget about how much you adore hospitality and courtesy. I hope none of this is necessary, but something tells me it may come in handy. Regardless, we can talk about it when I'm finished with my current operation. I'll swing by sometimes next week, if I'm able. Until then, may the brilliance of dawn outshine the glow of the falling star. Aurora Goss. And then that's the end of the letter. Also, I channeled a little bit of Squizgar in that. I think, if anybody knows what I'm talking about.
Not in the slightest.
Is it also from the book? Oh.
It's a Metalocalypse thing. I mispronounced something.
So if it's not dangerous...
Why don't we just wait for them to leave?
Yeah, that was going to be my point. We have 2 options. One, keep trying to get into the clubhouse, but risk probably alerting them. If it's nothing dangerous, it might just be something to alert them. Or we just posture out here and wait for them to come down, since this seems to be the entrance. And since this is a democracy, I'm down for voting.
Petra reminds everyone that this is in fact an empire.
What's a democracy?
A parliamentarian empire, but an empire nonetheless.
With a public parliament, yeah. That we are arresting for being political malcontents.
But what's our name? What did we decide on?
I just had it. The Star Shard Vanguard.
The Star Shard Vanguard, is it? a democracy. And so we will vote.
Okay, I don't think, strictly speaking, that that's accurate either, but I won't tell Rigger that you said that.
When I
you guys
am
are figuring that
commander,
out. Stoney's going to go ahead with his
oh,
cheese plan, and he's going to pull out his hat of vermin again. Like, hat of vermin, please give me something squirming.
what is this plan?
And Al's going to pop a rat, and he's going to wrangle it as quickly as possible.
Stony, what are you doing with that rat?
Do I wrangle the rat?
You wrangled the rat, of course.
So, rats are notorious for getting to hard-to-reach places, and they love
Mhm.
cheese. So I'm going to coerce this rat to get under the door with this cheese.
Under what door?
How are you going to get
The
the
door.
cheese on the opposite side of the door?
I'm gonna tell you, hey, if you get under that door and back, I'll give you this cheese.
Right.
Okay. What kind of cheese?
What kind of cheese
Thank
you
you,
want?
cheese.
I
think they
am
got
a
it, right?
dignified creature. I have standards. Is that a
Monterey.
brie?
I don't know.
A nice herbed Gouda. Oh, I'll do it for the Gouda.
Okay,
What door? What
um,
Do it for the Gouda humanity.
So this is the wall. It's a bookshelf, actually. It looks like a bookshelf, but it's not actually a bookshelf. There's a door there. So
Yeah.
you get on under in there, rat around a bit, tell us what's on the other side, and come back. You get this cheese.
He immediately hops down and starts like trying to work his way under there and sniffs along it and even scratches and burrows. Like, I can collapse my rib cage, but I can't slide through this. You'd be lucky to fit a snail fart through here. It's such a tight gap. Do I still get the
So you're
brie?
not getting. No, you gotta keep trying.
So he starts scratching furiously at the bottom of the bookshelf where it meets the floor.
Well, you can do that for an hour, then it disappears. Well, that didn't work, guys.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, as commander, we're going to take a vote. Option 1 is we continue to keep searching and try to get into the clubhouse. We'd still surprise them. Anyways, to get into the clubhouse to confront the senators and arrest them. Or 2, we posture out here and wait for them to come down.
Or 3, we ask fate to rip the door off of its hinges with all of our help.
It's actually right about then that you hear a little bit of a noise from the other side of the wall, the bookshelf wall. You hear low voices murmuring. It's hard to make any distinct voices out, but it sounds like 3 distinct individuals and some muffled footsteps coming up.
Oh my god. They're here! Everyone find a hiding spot.
Petra's gonna crouch and get kind of stealthy and get her manacles ready, and she's gonna try and like tackle and manacle and declare that she's arresting the first person who comes out.
Yes, we're keeping them alive, but we're arresting all of them. We should
I only
probably
have
detain
2 pairs
them.
of manacles though, so I hope that
Oh my god.
other
Wait, who
people
else-
have manacles.
They also have manacles?
Tashi's going to
Stoney's
jump up
gonna
on this
crowd.
table here, I'm sure. And Fate's going to stand behind Petra, ready to grab whoever she doesn't.
Oh, just kidding. I have 4
Stoney's-
sets of manacles.
Oh, we're
Stoney's
gonna
Fate,
crouch.
come help me with stragglers. I
Do you want to
want
distribute?
Fate to be by the door. I
Fate,
want Fate
Yeah.
to be far
Fate
away.
reaches out for manacles.
Yep, I distribute the manacles to
Fate's gonna kill
Fate
people.
and-
No way.
Nope, Fate is. I don't think that's gonna happen. That's why he took the
Wait,
manacles from me.
Guys, I can entangle them. Just give me like. So let me try first.
Can what?
Entangle them.
Try it, Stony.
No, when they walk out.
Yeah.
So hold off on the jumping.
Do it.
And
Okay.
clear like a 5-foot area.
I'm going to grab a chair, and when the door opens, if they try to close it again, I'm going to try and slide the chair into the doorway to stop it from closing.
Been thinking.
Wait, I need you guys to clear all of this
Bro.
or risk being entangled.
Okay, fine.
Does your magic have no
No bounds.
no nuance?
Show us again the range.
20 feet. Square.
20. That's.
Like
not-
that's. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's a 20-foot square.
Okay, well, we're not going to be in any position to arrest them if you do that.
Which spell are
Okay,
you
well-
using?
Entangle.
Okay, keep talking.
Well, I guess I can be backup plan. If I'll be backup plan.
That's a good backup plan.
Okay. Yeah, if the standard physical arrest doesn't go as planned, then we can
Backup
entangle.
plan. I'm great for backup. I
Yeah.
will back up to be backup. So Stoney's going to back up.
Petra resumes her normal position.
Interesting. Would that be stopped by a wall? I don't think so. I think it would happen on the other side of the wall, too.
Huh.
Yeah, I
Good to
think it would
know.
happen on the other side of the wall, too. Okay, cool.
Who else wanted a set of manacles? Was that Tashi or just
Yeah.
Fate?
Tasha has her own.
Oh, Tashi's got her own. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Well, we're ready then to manacle them up whenever they come out.
Yeah. I'm gonna prepare a poison arrow in my bow.
Whoa!
But just in case.
How poison?
Not too poisonous, but enough to make them a bit lethargic.
This
And
is like
less
the,
likely to run.
So, what kind of poison do you have? Like, is it from your flesh?
It's from my flesh, which is interesting because when I looked at the history of grungs, they basically use their poison on their slaves to make them kind of do their bidding. And like
but you're slave trading
lethargic.
people.
Oh yeah, they have
trying to leave.
an elaborate
It's
caste
really bad.
system.
Yeah, and like the green rungs grungs. Oh my god, are the lowest of the caste system. So then they're kind of like the slaves to them.
So,
Which is why I had to meticulously
ones
read
and-
green grungs are the
I'm
lowest
not green.
rungs.
Those grungs, yeah. Blue
Precisely.
is close second, but Rubus doesn't want to talk about that. But I don't know what kind of poison. Grungs.
So,
I'm just preparing it though. I'm not.
yeah, so poison. I don't know if you can just make
Yeah.
someone groggy with it.
Yeah, it probably just acts as normal poison.
Yeah, so it would just give the poisoned effect.
Yeah, poison damage and the poisoned condition. Okay.
And so that would, I don't know if that'll work exactly the way you want it to.
That's okay. No, I'm not going to prepare a bow because that looks not. We're trying to make a peaceful arrest.
I mean, it would give them disadvantage on anything they have to roll. And so
If I'm
they're...
pointing a bow at them.
No, if you hit them with
they're
poison. If they're poisoned.
But it also might kill them. So just
Well, I shoot for their leg.
Well, it's still, so the poison condition is literally just
These are dirty
disadvantage
down there.
on attack rolls and ability checks. So
Well, my thing's a ability check, so it's a strength check.
Oh,
I was
true.
gonna make them hostile to us like right away though.
you
I
are
know, I
correct.
don't want to. Yeah, I wish I could sneakily poison them. You think they're walking around barefoot in the clubhouse?
Well, I think they're
Somebody
about to
wanna go
open the
get
door.
a tray of cheese
Okay.
that we can offer them.
I know.
I can dig a
Is there-
pit.
Please
the
tell me
rat
they
still
step
there?
in the cheese.
Do you think they'd
That
do
would
it
be-
for the Gouda humanity?
The rat is definitely.
If you haven't written down
The
the
rat and
Gouda
poison
humanity
and-
yet, it needs to be a title option.
Wait, wait. The Gouda. For
The Gouda humanity? Gouda like the cheese.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Humanity.
I'm gonna make rat noises and get the rat to come to me. And
Oh,
get
they were
the
going to
cheese.
step on the rat too. The rat comes running over, very excited about that
That's a good idea.
herb Gouda.
Like, really didn't earn this, but here you go.
And right as he does that, the door swings open.
Oh my God.
And ends up swinging open to a... oh, that's not what I want. Give me a straight line. Swinging open like this. And a figure... Oh, of course, that's on the wrong freaking layer. Sorry, I was on dynamic lighting.
I can't tell what's happening, but our Alaska friends are back. Sam's
Our
not here
Alaska
to
friends
be
are back.
our Alaska friends.
Hey!
Hey, we hope
Alaska
you had a good
firemen.
holiday break as well.
That's fantastic. Thanks for jumping on. Yeah, one of our players actually just got back from Alaska last night, but she won't be joining us tonight. That being said, the door swings open to about there, and out steps a man with a very fine clothing, a cape, a hat with a couple of feathers, a short white beard, grayish beard, looks very distinguished, fit, about 5'9", 5'10", laugh lines around his eyes, and he steps forward, and seeing people in the room freezes. Who are you? What are you doing in my... Get out of my house!
Okay.
Petra's gonna step. Petra's gonna step around the corner. Fantastic! You must be Senator Ganor Nathamo.
I am.
You're under arrest.
Segura, Thorkin, run!
More, dude.
And you hear footsteps racing downstairs behind him.
Okay.
Rat after him.
Can Petra try to grapple him and like drag him out so that we're like not blocking the
You
doorway?
may most definitely grapple him.
Okay. Strength? Is that?
Athletics.
I would like to sprint forward and fucking go through the door.
Oh.
I have a 16 on my check.
Yeah.
You're able to grapple
I have a
him.
-1 to athletics. That is a true miracle.
You grapple him, and I'm assuming Emil just jumps right over them.
Yeah, I'm going through the door. I'm going down.
Go on in.
Fate, follow Emil.
You see a stairwell down below you, and the door at the bottom of the stairwell just barely slams shut as you see that. Fate also just charging in after.
Oh, we need a lot of people. Tashi as well. It's Tony, go.
With the rat.
What was that, Stony?
Stoney's going with the rat.
All right.
Like, he has the rat in his hands. Like,
Where's the rat going?
The
he's,
rat's
like,
a
taking
little
it
ahead
with
of
him.
Emil. The rat is like at the door, like squeezing under the door at the bottom of the stairs.
For the Gouda.
is the door locked?
What is everyone else doing? So I see Gaynor. Did you drag him back, Petra?
Yeah. To where I am.
So he's over with you,
Yeah.
and he's yelling about, "Do you know who I am? This is completely inappropriate. How dare you come into my house like this?
I obviously know who you are. I just arrested you and said your name.
Under whose authority are you arresting me?"
The Emperor's. And Petra's gonna manacle him and try to gag him.
That is absolutely I have a prodigious gag reflex.
We're gonna end up killing the dude.
I think.
Well, Guts removes the gag as soon as he starts vomiting, just to make sure he doesn't die.
Oh,
Thank
Rufus is
you.
out of here.
Like trying to rub his,
How
this
committed
is-
do you think that Petra was? Yeah.
Do I detect? That is quite an exquisite red I detect on your breath.
Ew.
Because they were drinking wine.
It's,
You have to appreciate it. Thank you so much.
it was. Oh, it was a Tripoctor 092 red. Oh.
Oh. Well, the good news is that there's now more room. Would you like a glass while you wait for our companions to capture your friends?
You're such a nice kidnapper.
Good cop. Yeah.
No, that's a perfect call. Petra's gonna.
There's no reason why we need to be undignified to one another. Is that right, Gaynor?
Exactly.
I could do with a little wine, yes. Over on the desk, the decanter has more of the 092. Help yourself. Oh. Emil, you hit the bottom of the stairs. The door is unlocked.
Oh, wonderful. Then I'm using that strength to bust open the unlocked door.
Delightful. So we have Emil, we have Stony, we have Fate. Who else?
I think I'm gonna follow after once I realize it seems like they have it under control.
Emil,
Don't forget rat.
Stony, Fate, and Rupus, and of course the
Yes,
rat.
I got 3 people.
All right, y'all. Ignore the fact that everybody's in this room. Yes, thank you for appreciating the gag reflex gag. It's lovely. You should hear when last season, the season before, when they waterboarded somebody. That was fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, the 3 of you hit the bottom of the stairs. You open the door and you find yourselves in a cellar. It's a storage room. There are barrels, there are crates, there are bags. It's a room.
Rat, find them. I have more cheese for you.
Everyone start moving everything.
Emil, did you move those crates that you just stepped
Oh.
on?
No, I'm jumping on top of them.
They're stacked floor to ceiling.
Well, then I'm not stepping on top of them.
Yes,
What?
these are stacked floor to ceiling. Over here, there are barrels stacked floor to ceiling as well. This is a very
just
large cask, maybe 6 feet tall though. The
Damn.
ceiling here is about 12 feet.
Holy! So there's like a wall of stuff in front of me. Can I inspect any of this and see if there's anything that's been moved in a hurry?
It looks like there are drag marks on the floor that lead to these crates, and upon inspection, they are just the frames of crates. They look completely empty.
Does Rat sniff him out?
He is indicating, like a bird dog, that there might be something behind the crates.
Well, let's
Why
move
isn't
those
it
crates
going around the
then.
crates?
What's that?
Why isn't he going around the crates?
Because he's keeping one eye on the cheese. He does not trust Stony.
He'll throw him a little block of cheese, a little tidbit.
He catches it and becomes completely enthralled in eating cheese.
All right, let's move these crates.
All right.
The crates are in fact very light and all stuck to one another. It is just one solid unit. They are somehow
doing with
adhered to one another,
crates?
maybe through nails or something like that, and they slide very easily out of the way, exposing a door. A simple wooden door.
I
So,
rage
imagine
out
what-
and bust open the door.
Bust it.
You open the door.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm
no, is
still
that what you do?
enraged.
You open the door?
I first enraged,
Mhm.
and then I attempt to open the door using all of my bodily force.
You put some. Give me a strength check. Using all of your bodily force. Actually, do athletics. You probably have
If I
advantage
don't
there.
fall to the other side of that and break my own foot, is it even worth it?
So with that, you grab the door and you rip it open, and you get the faintest hint of a very well decorated room, very comfortable room on the other side, before you feel a force gently push against your chest and the door slams shut again.
Damn. So it was open, everyone. It was open. You saw that it was open, but then it closed again.
Damn magic
Who do we have
doors.
down here that's magic?
I'm magic, I think.
Oh, you are down here. Stop messing with the mouse for a second. Can you see what's going on with the door?
Can we put title
Probably not.
I'm magic, I think?
Yeah.
You're magic in my heart.
Probably not, but I can. Let me think. Let me. Well, I can't charm the door, and I can't heal the door.
So it's
I'm gonna roll Arcana on this door and see if I can discern with my nature knowledge.
ooh. I'm gonna do that as well.
He seems real freaked out, so I want to assist and do that as well.
You can tell with your knowledge of Arcana that it
I got
is
a
in
3.
fact a magical door. There is magic.
I got a 3.
I got a
Yeah.
15.
There's
So,
magic.
like,
15.
the door is
There,
magical.
it's magic in a
It
young
won't
girl's
let us-
heart.
It is.
Do you believe in magic?
Magic.
That's what
Um.
Stony reports to the group.
Too much
How do
breathing.
The door
we?
is magical,
Oh dear.
and it won't let us in.
All right. While they're puzzling down there, upstairs we still have Petra, Wagat, and I believe Tashi with Ganor.
Yeah. So we've manacled him, and his hands, his wrists and ankles are bound. So I guess that Wagat is gonna have to like hand feed him this wine.
Oh, that is entirely within my wheelhouse. Don't worry about that.
He
Senator,
takes a sip, gratefully looks at you. You with these ruffians?
Indeed, we are working together, but I think you misunderstand the situation. It seems that your companions, or at least who we assume are your companions, have enacted the plan, as I'm sure you're aware. Unfortunately, it didn't go off quite as intended, and there was a building, a schoolhouse that was blown up as well. Thankfully, nobody was inside, but there was a meeting nearby, and there were several innocents that were harmed during the events. And I'm sure that your organization is not intending to have these consequences.
My
but
organization
unfortunately-
had nothing to do with this. The Rising Dawn is not violent. Those imbeciles that call themselves the Eclipsed are the problem.
Okay, well, that is a lovely
Eclipse?
sentiment, but we have found a lot of incriminating paperwork, evidence, correspondences. You know how it is. That
Yes,
points to
from
contrary.
Herrera Gauss, yes. He was a member of my organization until he decided that he wanted to be radicalized, that he wanted to take a quarter of our membership, steal star shards, and begin using violence instead of politics to change the world around us.
I
Then-
scream out, Petra, we
So-
need you. Like screaming.
Okay. Great. Petra hears that, and she's gonna.
It's okay, Petra. I can interrogate our I'm sorry. I have a discussion with our esteemed guest here.
Okay.
I think you might be needed further ahead.
Petra is gonna turn to Tashi, and
Tashi is standing menacingly behind you, one arm over the other, gently stroking the bunny on her shoulder and glaring down at Senator Nathamo.
okay, Petra's gonna crouch down and whisper to Tashi. Can Tashi and I move to like the corner
Sure,
out of earshot of Ganor? Okay, great. You want to do that, and I'm gonna tell her that he seems like he's being he's being defensive, but fairly cooperative right now. If
Yeah.
for some reason he clams up, I have a secret weapon, and Petra's going to, with immense reluctance, give her truth serum to Tashi.
Well, I ain't sure we're
And-
gonna need this. That boy already seems as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs, but we'll do what we can to take care of him and get him top, alright?
Good form. I scream again, Petra!
I'm coming!
Sorry, Frank.
Petra, when you go down there,
What?
Petra,
a
when you go
secret
down
weapon.
there, could you also ask Rupus if we'd like to have the guard move in?
Sure thing. Of course. Cool. Yeah. Petra will do that. She's gonna tell Tashi, like, please don't use the truth serum unless you have to. I agree. He's
She's not-
nervous as
we'll
an
get him-
animal
we'll get him top,
around
don't you worry
furniture.
now. She shakes her
Yeah.
head. Bless your heart.
Petra's gonna go towards the yelling.
Alright, I will
And
drag you down
pass
there.
Wagat's message to Rufus. Ask if we want to bring the rest of the guard in.
Actually, I don't think so because right now they're all around the parameters. So if we do miss
Parameters.
perimeter,
Sorry.
I mean,
all
they're
around
following the
perimeter.
parameters you gave them, so you're not
Mhm.
wrong.
Yeah, they're around the perimeter, which I think we still would want because if we bring them in, then that leaves that area unguarded for them to escape because right now we don't know where they're at. And I don't think we need the manpower right now.
I'm just going to assume
So I'm
that
gonna-
that
I'm gonna hold.
message gets relayed up top
Yeah,
to me.
I'm gonna hold right now.
Alright. Your friends aren't gonna have much luck down there.
Switch
As-
from Tasha to Ganor.
As much as I don't appreciate Herrera's tactics, he did a good job here. Now,
If, in fact, your Rising Dawn is innocent in this, we're going to need to have some proof of this, and this knowledge of the eclipse, I don't think is at hand for our organization. I think it's best that all of you come with us.
well, it doesn't look like
You
I
might
have
be
much
able to-
choice, do I? My companions
You-
will be gone by the time your friends get through the door, if they even do, but it doesn't look like I'm going anywhere, does it?
Your companions fleeing does make it look like there is an association with the eclipse, though. If we can talk to them, if we can apprehend them as we intended, perhaps we might be able to negotiate some kind
Well,
of
as you have
release in
already
a short time.
As you have already stated, there's not widely known that the Eclipse are a thing. They were all former Rising Dawn, and they've become radicalized and recently formed their own splinter unit. So of course it wouldn't be on whatever watch list you're monitoring. So imagine, to my surprise, when things begin blowing up, a former member of my organization claims credit, and then all of a sudden there are stormtroopers here to arrest me. Of course I'm going to tell my allies to flee. I don't know what you're going to do with us, but I can only imagine you and your government are going to take us away and we'll never be found again. Think of what happened to those in the Tactical Freedom Movement.
Well, there is that.
There is that, isn't there?
I might point
We
out
did
to you
slaughter
that
the
we only
entire
have you and your word of the existence of the eclipse. If we had one or two other persons from inside the organization to corroborate that there is a radicalized movement,
about our government and about that Gortikor who is taking over bit by bit, I'm sure you have your allies rounding up former or current Rising Dawn all across the continent, possibly across the islands as well. So I'm sure by dawn you will have our entire organization, except maybe a few runners, in your capable hands, and you'll be able to find all the information you want, and then dispose of us.
Dispose of you? I don't think that's in our agenda. Please, It seems that there isn't much that I can do to
There's not a thing.
dissuade you.
Take me away to your overseer, or let me go.
As you wish. And with that, well, I suppose we'll have to wait for our companions to conclude their business before we leave here.
Companions downstairs, what are we up to?
I'm gonna head back and see if, like, hey, maybe the guy who ran from here can tell us, like, how to get in here.
Are you going upstairs to talk to
Yeah,
the senator?
yeah, with orc
Ganor?
man.
Ganor Nathamo. Petra's
Yeah.
gonna holler after that. Like he wasn't causing too much trouble, but he wasn't exactly being cooperative. So good luck.
Okay.
And then she wants to take a closer look at this door, and do a vibe check on it.
It is most definitely magical.
Mhm.
1 second, so sorry. What's going on with this? Okay, great. My computer went weird. Thanks for your patience. You definitely detect magic within the door. And it definitely feels like it is from the School of Evocation.
Great. I'm sure that is really meaningful to Petra, but not to me.
Things that make energy. Spells from the School of Evocation include things like light, earthquake, telepathy, cure wounds. So transfers of energy.
Got it. That makes sense. Okay.
Thank you.
Cool.
Can I bust it?
It seems like you already tried busting it.
I can try again.
I don't think it will work differently this time. Okay, Petra's gonna start, I guess, looking for any kind of like symbols or inscriptions or
Go ahead.
crude doodles.
Investigate away.
So I make it back to the senator and
Yes. You're up. I
I
mean,
always forget how to say your name. Is it
Wagat.
Wagat? Sorry.
Petra, it's a door. It is a wooden door with just a little bit of banding, 2 sets of banding leading to hinges. The hinges on your side indicating the door probably open toward you. It has a ring pull for a handle. There is no lock. There is no keyhole. It just looks like a door.
Okay, well, Petra's just gonna attempt to open it. She's just gonna pull that bitch open.
And when you open it, you see a flash of the room ahead of you, and then
Oh.
something gently pushes against your chest, and the door slams shut again.
Okay, so pushing against my chest, but the door is slamming shut away.
Yes, the door pulls away from you and out of your hand.
Interesting. Okay.
Open
Uh,
sesame? Never tried that.
Did you just say open sesame?
Yeah.
Nothing
To the
happened.
door. Okay, darn.
I get it back to the center's like, hey, you live here. Your house is big. It's bigger than my village and my barn. We're having a lot of trouble with the door down there. Can you help us out?
He kind of looks you up looks you up and down and said, "You would have trouble with the door."
Yeah, that's what I said. We're having trouble with the door.
What do you want me to do about it? You're here arresting me
Help us.
illegally. I don't even have any documentation. You are who you say you are, and now you want to break into my sanctum?
We haven't met. I'm Stony. I think we can arrest you.
Yes, my apologies.
Absolutely could.
Wolcott hands the papers to Stony.
Yeah, these papers say we can arrest you.
A copy.
I'm told. Yeah, the door though, a real rough door. Having trouble. Can you help us out?
That's so courteous of you to ask so politely, but no, I cannot help you out.
Oh, that's a bummer, man.
I'd like to
Um,
gently try to open the door as if it's like cornstarch mixture.
What?
Uh,
You know how you have to be slow and gentle, otherwise it turns into a solid.
No.
And you open it, and when it gets when it gets open enough that you might be able to get through it, again, gently a hand pushes, not a hand, you don't see a hand, but a force pushes gently against your chest, and the door is ripped from your hand and slammed shut.
So if my hand is in there, it's like shoving my hand out.
Yes.
Okay. Petra's gonna propose that we try and do like that we time it correctly, and someone can shove like a piece of debris
Yeah, or their body.
door. This would be a great time to have an immovable rod, but can't win them all. Yeah, that we're gonna try. Petra disagrees. We should not put someone's body in the crack that seems likely. I don't think we should deliberately try and get someone's body magically crushed.
Yeah, I have a wooden figurine.
Maybe we start with something a little larger and less valuable. I wouldn't want to damage any of your artisanal pieces.
That'd be heartbreaking. Is there anything around the room that seems like a good object to stick?
Can we just try and
Between
tear
the
down
door?
some of these wooden crates?
They are very flimsily held together, so I'm sure you could very easily
Okay.
take some of the wood off.
Yeah, let's just rip one side off of one of these crates and use a piece of the crate.
Yeah, it's easily done. Any of you would. When Fate hears about ripping things apart, he just tears one of the crates apart for you.
No.
Here.
Thanks, bro. Okay. Petra's gonna propose that Emil try and open the door slowly, and that Petra will try and shove that plank of wood in. And if that doesn't work, then she's gonna go upstairs and try and extract some useful information from Ganor.
So cut to upstairs. Sony's like, do you want like a rat or some cheese? I have both.
Do a
He
rat
just-
in the bucket on his belly?
His looks.
Jesus Christ.
There's a little more that goes
Trying
into
not to convey that image of the Empire right now.
You want some a rat or some cheese or both?
He just looks indignantly at you. There's never before been a rat in this home, and now there are
Really?
several of you.
Well,
So much for
he's gonna okay.
courtesy.
He's gonna turn and talk to a god, and Wisper's like, "Man, this is one tough egg."
Yes, and speaking of eggs, I don't think this one is likely to crack from force.
She says,
So
that there Petrogal
Well.
gave me this fancy smelling juice that's supposed to make him tell us what we want to know.
No,
hmm,
It's
no.
kind of it might be kind of like that moonshine back home. After you get enough,
what
you just
flavor
spill
is
all
it?
your guts.
What flavor?
Don't taste it.
What I don't think she wants me to drink it. But she didn't tell me what to do. Do we pour it on his face?
Oh
Maybe
my
in his
god.
hair?
I think we
She
should
was
leave
trying
the
to,
use
but
of that
Tasha
up to
kept
the
ushering her
commander.
away.
It
Rat, what do you
seems a
think
little
we should do?
valuable.
Do you have more
You got like
cheese?
20 more minutes.
I have 20
You
more
want more
minutes.
cheese?
What? 20 more minutes of what? 20 more minutes. What's that? Till what?
Time is relative. You don't know what time is. Don't worry about it.
I'm an ethereal being trapped in a rat's body. What?
If you give me, I'll give you more cheese if you tell us like a good suggestion of what to do.
Well, I once heard this technique where you put a metal bucket on someone's belly and you put a rat under the bucket. You put a fire on top of the bucket. Give me a little bit of time and they'll tell you anything you want to know. Now, where's that cheese?
Oh, okay. Here's the cheese, man.
Thanks for reminding me of that, Jesse.
Oh, no problem.
So
I
we
mean,
got Mr. Rat here.
It's a technique we could
Gave me
do.
some keen knowledge.
Oh?
Apparently, people don't like it when rats tickle them.
Ah,
It's a funny sort of tickle.
what kind of tickling are you talking about?
I don't know. He just said a
Only
bucket
the
so he can't get
toes.
away, and also a fire, which is weird to me.
Oh my god.
While they're talking about
Only rats I
potentially
ever knew.
disemboweling the senator, Liv, are
Scream
you guys
up,
enacting
Stony!
your plan downstairs?
Stony, where's the rat?
What?
Oh,
Okay,
that's right.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I just
Right
like
here.
screaming for people.
So,
Emil and Petra should be trying to double time this door.
is
to
that what
time
we're
the
doing,
door.
Emil?
While I'm doing that, I'm also screaming, Stony! Stony the rat!
He's right here.
Bring the rat, Stony!
Oh,
You open
Okay.
the door, and you put the wood in the door jamb, and each of you feels a force push against your torsos as the door slams shut and snaps the board in half. It slams shut with such force.
here's the rat.
Are you coming downstairs, Tony?
Yeah.
Just the point before when the door usually opens, I'd like to carefully take the rat and just kind of like usher him through the door.
The rat makes it through, and the door slams behind him.
Ooh.
Oh.
Rat, how'd you do that?
How'd I do what? I just walked. Where's the cheese? Is there cheese in here? And
Wait.
you hear his voice
It's on
getting
the side of
faint,
the
more
door.
faint. It's like, I smell cheese.
Oh.
And, hey, there's more over here. There,
Oh.
there.
Stony, can you go
More.
through the door as a rat? And then unlock it
I
on
can't
the
do
other
that.
side?
I'm all juiced. I'm juiced out.
You want to take a nap? Feel
Oh.
better?
I mean,
Maybe you need some food.
Yeah, so last Care 911, it is absolute chaos, and I love it. You give players a door.
Yeah, I forgot this door.
Just a door.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I'm gonna go back up there and maybe we just let's bring the guy down here. Let's get everyone together. What are we doing?
Put him in the door?
Great.
That's a good idea.
We
And
got come on down, bud. We got plenty of room in this closet.
bring the wine.
Wait,
Petra
okay, we
shouts.
stick him. We stick the senator
I
in
bring
the
the wine.
we stick the
put his
senator in
head
the middle of the door
and, like,
until
I
Yeah.
think that's a good idea.
he'll make it stop.
Oh yeah,
or
we
else
put
it would
his
kill him.
we
I
put his
don't think-
legs in the
I
door.
think he will,
one
but
at
I
a
think it's a
time.
good idea.
Yeah.
Or we can
so-
even start with just fingers.
Yeah, and if he doesn't say anything, then they just
So,
break. So of course
is-
he's gonna say
are
something.
we
Is
the
everybody
bells?
coming downstairs then? Just so I know if I'm
Yeah.
going. Are you going downstairs?
Yeah. I'll I suppose like if Tashi at the senator can keep each other company upstairs, I'll go down.
What? No.
Tashi's coming down and bringing the
Bring
senator.
down.
She is coming down?
She
Okay.
heard something about breaking
Sorry, my
fingers,
audio
and
isn't
she is
super great.
all about it. And she
Uh-huh.
brings Senator Nathamo down, kind of over her
Okay.
tiny little shoulder, so his face is actually kind of bouncing off of every step.
Okay.
Oh, Tashi, this is a senator. Please, some decorum.
You gotta
Uh,
understand, the government never did nothing good for me.
Okay.
Goddamn
I-
feds.
What
you
what
bring
seems
the
to be
wine?
the problem? Yeah, he's holding the bottle of wine.
Great.
Here, would you like this? Here, let me see the door, and Wagat's going to go up to the door and try the whole pull thing, and that pushes him back, right?
Correct. And the door slams shut.
Okay.
On the
he's
chest.
gonna-
a gentle
he's gonna-
force to your chest.
He's gonna go up to the door with both his hands, and he's just gonna shove the door and then stand back.
You shove the door, but it doesn't open in.
Oh, it's not a push instead of a pull.
It's a pull.
So it doesn't react at
No.
all?
Nope.
Hmm.
I mean, you feel an equal and opposite force to your force in your hands, but that's physics, so.
I'm gonna turn the center.
Going
So you
off
see
of
our
that idea.
problem.
Going off that idea, Emil gets really excited. Goes, "Oh, I know!" Goes and starts to open up the door to the point where it would normally open, and then shove it closed really fast.
The door slams shut.
Cool.
Nathamo's just giggling, just like chuckling.
Yeah, so you see our
Already
problem
I
is
did
we
yourself
raised
this
you
time.
guys.
It's your fingers next, Senator.
I'm sorry.
Solve
What was
this
that?
one. Whoa.
Yep.
I said that aloud.
Petra's gonna start dragging the senator towards the door and turn him around because he's manacled with his hands behind his back. So she's gonna turn him around and she's gonna like grip his hands so that he can feel his fingers brushing up against the door frame, and then holler at Emil, open that bitch up.
Oh yeah, you're totally right. I think he can fit
He's
it, and I
not.
start helping you opening.
Oh my god,
It's not
she's
gonna
not
fit.
actually shoving him in yet. She's just threatening him.
Yeah.
Do what you will. Finally, the government shows its true colors.
I was just
Knew
gonna
this-
tickle him, guys.
I knew this facade the Emperor put
baby!
on was
Look at that
all
baby!
for show.
Huh?
We have a
He's
gu-
about
for a
to make
guest
his
star.
escape.
Yeah.
This is Debo.
Hi, Debo.
Hi,
He doesn't
Devo.
like to be
Debo.
hanging
Aw.
out when he...
Hi.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
That's a booty hole.
And now it's just
tail.
a tail.
Yeah,
Minos.
it's funny.
Debo.
Just a tail.
Oh, Elasticare, don't give it away. That's not actually what it is. Oh, Elasticare said the door is really a mimic. I think that'd be hilarious, but no. Unfortunately not.
Oh.
And
So,
there's a cat that wants to be helped.
he just sets his jaw and locks his eyes forward.
Oh,
You'll get
no.
nothing out of me.
Petra shoves him away from the door, like, oh my god, lighten up.
We're all having fun here. Have we like thoroughly investigated the room yet?
There was enough looking around going on. There were several bags full of flour and some random linens, a few jars of oils and vinegars, the big cask here full of a thick brown drink smelling reminiscent of ale, but a little bit sweeter, almost as if ale and mead had a bastard love child. That's what it would be.
Male.
Okay.
I was thinking more bead, but there's some crates here that have just random household goods. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Nothing interesting going on with the walls or anything.
Okay.
Just
Petra's
a door.
gonna
It's
push
the door.
past what's his face and kind of set him in the corner, and he's all manacled, so it'd be kind of a challenge for him to get up, and quietly ask Tashi to return her truth serum.
Oh, that's what that is. Well, why didn't you say so? And hands it off to you.
What flavor is it, Petra?
Is the door magical, by the
Cotton
way?
candy?
Is that
Yes, the door is
that the issue?
enchanted.
Enchanted. Okay.
Or it is magical, yes.
Just double checking.
Is the door in a door frame or is it attached to the stones?
It is. It has casing, where the frame would be. It looks like it has a nice wooden casing, so it could be directly into the stone. It could be into a frame.
While they're figuring out the truth serum, I want to take a javelin from my bag and try to start like scratching at the door frame.
Yeah.
See if I
Has
can
anybody
dodge.
tried passwords?
I tried to
We
open
did.
Sesame.
And boobies.
How? Wagat's gonna raise his hands in front of the door and he's gonna say, "May the brilliance of dawn outshine the glow of the falling star."
Oh.
And then he's gonna try grabbing the door and pulling it open.
You pull open the door. Beyond you, you see a beautiful, well-furnished room, and then you feel a force gently push against your chest as the door slams shut.
Bro.
Maybe it's in his pockets. Maybe he can't remember how to do it either. Stoney's gonna rifle
tits.
through
When
his
you say that,
pockets.
Nathamo just like is just chuckling. He's turning red. He's laughing so hard. Oh, you'll never get it. Not you people.
Okay, Petra's gonna ask. Is gonna say to Rupus like, I have like. I have the truth serum, and we can definitely use it to get him to tell us how to open this door, but it only lasts for an hour. If we're going to use it, we need to be prepared to interrogate him fully for an hour.
Yes, I agree. Do we have any tapes? Because I feel like we should tape this.
What?
What's a tape?
Petra has
Like
a
a
calligrapher's
xylophone?
device.
Device where we can record voices.
Like a xylophone?
You know,
like
I
a
was
little-
about to suggest how preposterous the idea of you asking for cassette tape is, and then I remembered you guys came here in a flying vessel,
Yeah.
and you have rings that can help you communicate across untold distance, so it's not that preposterous, but no.
Okay.
Well, Petra has like a lot of
And we have a
parchment,
truth serum.
so we could just
We have a scribe.
like write down everything that he says.
Okay, it'd be more for validity, so I guess, and writing it down doesn't really.
Did you guys try saying please
To the
To
door.
the door
I-
or to the
Oh,
senator?
to the
I said
door?
please to the senator.
Open sesame, please.
Open sesame, please.
Well, Got's gonna
Rifle
go to the
through
door and say,
senator's pockets. Did I find anything?
I'm sorry, what was that, Stony?
I'm rifling through the senator's pockets. Do I find anything?
You find a few silver pieces, a quill in a. It's actually a really interesting contraption. It looks like a little bit of a tube. It has it's stoppered at both ends. If you open up one side, there's a quill. If you open up the other side, it's an inkwell. So it's like a portable. You just pull out the quill and dip it in the ink. You find it looks like a pass card to get him onto the Senate floor, and then a harmonica.
Stoney gives a blow on the harmonicas. I was like, oh, this is cool. I've never seen one of these before.
It just
Oh,
makes
I
a
love
beep
harmonicas.
noise.
It does.
Is the door
Does it
open?
sound
No, it does nothing to the door, but it
Okay.
makes a
Stoney's
crisp
gonna,
sound.
Stoney's gonna forget everything about the door and just sit next to the senator. Let's go.
Can you really quickly give me a performance check?
Like how a kid would? Right next to the senator, like right in his ear. I got a 4.
It is
Oh.
just as bad as you think it would be.
And I imagine he's like, if he carries a harmonica around his pocket, he like thinks highly of this instrument and like appreciates the art. So this must be killing him.
He is glaring at you.
I'm not gonna stop.
Of course. We got.
Well, Got has he's gonna go up to the door and he's gonna knock on it and say, "May I come in?"
Door swings open.
Really?
Stoney goes,
Yeah,
"What?"
the door swings
What?
open. And oh yeah, I did it like this. So.
What?
And it should be open now.
Oh, sweet.
And
Oh.
beyond, you see a
He's gonna-
lavishly furnished room. There's a fireplace on the other side of the room that is glowing with a beautiful fire up above. There's some phenomenally handcrafted metal and glass chandeliers that are filling the room with a beautiful and bright light. White leather couches and love seats sit before you. Around the room there are a couple of desks. It looks like it's a place that people could sit to study. And there are some bookshelves. Emil is like firmly gesturing at this door. There are
Knocking
several
on it.
doors around the room actually. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors, 2 on the left wall, 2 on the right wall, and one that you guys are, I'm assuming, passing through now.
Stoney's
I'm
"It
knocking on the
must
door
have
right
been the
now."
harmonica, guys.
Emil, you knock on the door and nothing happens, but you do notice an inscription on the door. There is a line, and I forgot to draw these for you guys, so we'll have to imagine. There is a line, and there is half of a crescent moon above the line.
Oh, that's a little suspicious.
Oh, the eclipse. Huh.
What's their catchphrase? Is it
I'm gonna-
"Can we enter"?
I think this is the clubhouse.
I'm me and the senator is gonna be best buds now. So I'm just
Oh,
gonna
why
be
is that like
dragging
halfway?
him around.
Sorry, what? Go ahead. My bad.
I said me and the senator is gonna be best buds now because we have a shared taste in music, and I'm just gonna drag him around with me.
Delightful.
Okay. So this symbol also kind of looks like a shark fin.
It does
Poking
kind
out
of
of
look
the
like a
water?
shark fin, yes. Strangely enough.
But it's also like half of the insignia of the rival Republic of Tassoc. So that's way more incriminating
Strange.
than we thought. Petra points that out to everyone.
Is there another inscription on this door?
The one you're looking at is a whole crescent moon. No line.
Oh.
I knock on it, and then I go over to this one. What's this
Knocking
one?
doesn't do anything. That is a line with half of a sun. So it's got like little sticks for rays.
The rising sun.
Man, so everyone this is literally the clubhouse.
Clubhouse for
Everybody
everyone.
comes here to hang out. Yeah. I
Should we take
sprint over
pictures?
these. I knock on this door.
Again, knocking doesn't help, but that is another line and the bottom of a sun, or a sun half on the bottom.
I scream
This
again.
reeks of
Badger,
puzzle.
come in here! Which door do we need to go to? Oh, you're muted again.
Wait, I'm the commander.
Emil, that one is
Hold
a
on.
full sun, a circle with the sticks coming out to indicate light.
This reeks of puzzle.
It does reek of puzzle, doesn't it?
No.
The puzzle is I don't remember who we're going after.
What door is
Any
that?
of these doors.
Oh, is one cracked open?
No,
No.
all six of the doors, the 6 doors that are currently facing you are all closed. The only one that's open is the one you have come through.
Oh,
It
why
has that
can't I
little
see
thing to
into
let you know
one?
that there's a door.
Why can't
Yeah,
you
you
see
can just see like
what,
a little sliver.
Rupus?
I can see a sliver into one. Oh, my roll 20 keeps acting up. Now it's all black.
That checks out.
I'm
Then
just
try
gonna
refreshing.
Disregard. Yeah, I have to keep doing that.
escort the senator in.
Yeah, there's a sliver like
Okay.
right here that I can see through, and
Oh,
right
mhm.
there as well.
Oh, are there? Let's see.
Yeah.
For all
I
Okay.
tried
I
a
can't
new. I tried a
Oh, wait.
new thing, putting in actual like doors that you guys can open when they're unlocked. And so
Oh.
if there is something that's like you can see through it, please let me know because I'm still trying to figure that out.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
It's good now. Whatever you did
Yes, cool. Thank you.
seemed to. Okay.
There's
Um,
over here that's having the same issue too.
Okie dokie. Thank you for that. So I have to make them a lot bigger.
Petra's gonna check out what's over on this desk when she gets in the room.
Yeah, so give me an investigation check. Well, actually, there's only one thing on the desk. It's a book, and it looks like to be a novel of no import. Just looks like someone was reading something because they were bored. It's the tale of a young girl who finds a talking horse and goes on a journey to save the world with her talking horse.
Inverse track.
Talk to horses.
What?
What's the title of
I can
that book?
talk to horses.
The title
It
of
sounds
the
like
book
Stony
Could be
is
long
Lost
talking?
Story.
The Girl and Her Horse.
That might be Stony. We don't know if he can shapeshift yet.
I called it inverse track.
That's
That's what I call. You know, Shrek is about an ogre and a talking donkey.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
a girl
yeah.
and her horse. You get it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
I don't think it's a 1-for-1, but I get the vibe.
Mhm. Okay. That's the only
No,
thing on the desk.
So I'm gonna, while you guys are chatting, I'm gonna try to see if I can draw the images for you. They're gonna be
Okay.
really poorly done. Sorry.
So they're all locked.
There's a moony thing there.
Is there anything on the doors you can like press or?
They look identical to the door you just came through, aside from the plaques that have these symbols on them.
Oh, like this might be another situation of asking to come in.
Who knows?
Okay.
But it's
Oh, wait, do
unlikely
they
that
have
your
door
dungeon
handles?
master would be so kind as to give you such an easy answer for 2 puzzles in a row.
Yeah.
Was there a puzzle in the previous
Could
room and
hope.
we just like waited it out?
There was a puzzle and you guys waited it out. I told you after a certain amount of time they were going to kind of come upstairs. That there was another puzzle that you guys were able to bypass.
Thank God.
Oh, in the main room,
In the
the study.
upstairs, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Alright. Emil, I did move you, but I'm putting you back.
but they just
Thank
came
you.
out.
And Rufus, oh,
Do
thank
they-
you.
Sorry.
No, you were
Do
told.
they have door handles on there?
They do have door handles.
I would like to try to open up the door using the door
It is
handle.
locked.
I would like to try to break the door handle.
You would like to try to break the door handle?
Why?
Give me an athletics check.
Then how are we gonna open it, Emil?
Barbarian's going barbarian.
You break the door handle. It is no longer attached.
Can
You are now
I
holding
push-
a silver ring in your hand.
Wait, a ring or a handle?
It's a ring-shaped handle. It was just like kind of
Ah,
on a-
it's not
yes.
like a door, an articulated door.
the door itself has hinges and will open and close, but it was just a mounted plate with a ring attached to it, just like the door that you were opening previously.
Well, I thought they all had handles, like mechanical, articulated handles. That's
Oh, no.
Am I able to see the? Can I see the hinges?
The hinges are on the inside, yes. So it looks like the
yeah,
door
I'm
would
taking
open
the
toward you.
hinges out. I'm starting to take the hinges out.
You're not able to remove the pins for some reason.
I would like to break the hinge.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another athletics check.
I should use that on that. I'm just gonna keep going until somebody stops me.
Oh, can I like investigate this middle area? I guess.
Yeah,
know if it's
absolutely.
been
Give me an
investigated
investigation
yet.
check. Nope, the only thing that's
Okay.
been investigated is this desk over here.
Is the desk okay? Well, I think I'll investigate first if everyone's down to do that. See if there's any clues we can find.
Yeah. Petra's going to start looking to see if there's any, besides the artwork that we see on each of these doors, see if there's any other artwork in the room. Like, I don't know, above this fireplace, on the walls, stuff like that.
There are actually pieces of artwork over here. There are two paintings, and they are a man and a woman. Each of them bear a slight resemblance to Senator Nathamo, but are not him. And they, yeah. There's a large painting over here that looks like a family portrait of those same two individuals and a very young boy who has some Nathamo-esque features. Yes, Alaskan Care, waiting out a puzzle. So I usually do time release things, so if they take too long in a puzzle, bad things start happening. But this time I was feeling Christmas spirit and decided to go the opposite direction. So
And not put a time release on it?
Very nice.
usually in
How's that
a way
Christmas?
to encourage people to move more quickly with a lot of my puzzles, if it's going for too long, there are consequences. Like someone will find you, and it's all by the dice, you know. If the dice are your friend that day, nothing happens. But if they don't like you, then maybe someone finds you, or something breaks, or blah 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 blah.
Sometimes the puzzle is disaster time release puzzle, which is just that you'll be crushed. Like, that's part of the puzzle.
I've
You
only
don't
done that to
solve
you
it right
one
away.
time. One time.
Sorry,
I would like to
sometime.
try to break the door.
Does my 21 for investigation find anything in the
It
silver?
you actually find again those
Sorry, Mel.
those are some really nice looking couches, and you don't find anything in them. They're very clean. There is a scroll on this table to the left
That seems
of
important.
this couch, and looking at it, it seems to be a list of names, and then there is
Oh.
a decanter here of red wine.
Can I keep the list of names?
You absolutely can.
Okay.
Alaska Fireman, I would say it was probably the ghost of the past. Definitely past memories of when they made me happy. Alright, what are the rest of you up to?
Well, God is sharing a glass of wine with the senator, and
Stoney's serenading him with
yeah.
the smooth vibes of harmonica.
The senator is now refusing to drink and sitting there looking very glum, like a child who someone stole his prized toy or whose mother just told them off. He's obviously very
Senator.
unhappy that you guys figured out how to get through the door.
Senator,
Mm.
what door should we use? I'll
Okay.
let you blow on it if you tell me.
I'll let you
Wish
blow
you
on it
would
if you
put
tell me
down
it's
my
a great
father's
title.
Thank you.
I wish you would.
Or
put
even
down
just
my-
I'll let you blow on it.
I wish you would put down my father's harmonica.
Oh,
that-
I'm sorry. I've just never seen one of these things before.
Obviously.
Petra's
What's it
gonna grab
Um,
Gaynor and drag him over to the family portrait and say, "Your father I don't. You father. Michael might be on my
Yo.
You're fine.
Yeah, there you go.
I got a whole world to see. Anyways.
And ask if this is his family, pointing to the portrait.
Clearly, do not see the resemblance.
Okay, well, there's no need to get sassy.
Of course,
just
there's need to
trying to
get
make
sassy.
small
You have
talk-
come into
small
my
talk.
home, desecrated the sanctity of my sanctum, and
Bro,
tried to
oh my
arrest me.
god,
Of course,
orders
there's a
are
reason
orders.
to
The
get
sanctity of my sanctum, blah, 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 blah.
I knew it was corrupt. I know they send their stormtroopers out at night to come collect me.
Can I
I'm
look
not a
behind the
stormtrooper.
painting?
What is a stormtrooper? I say from
Yeah.
across the room.
Like, I don't even like storms. They scare the sheep.
Weather's like really nice tonight.
Rupus, behind the painting is a wall.
Can I
What's on
investigate
the
the wall?
Yeah, sure. You don't have to roll. It's a wall.
Okay.
It's identical to the rest of the walls.
May I look behind the other painting?
Absolutely, there are more walls. Identical to the
Oh
rest
my
of the
God.
walls.
Okay. Well, now that that's covered. What is this? Are these
Those are bookshelves.
Oh, can I investigate?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Going through, you feel a book that feels different than the others, much heavier
Oh.
as you try to slide it.
Okay, I want to keep sliding it.
You pull out the book, and it's a title that is kind of scratched off. It's very difficult to read the cover.
Okay.
But when you try to open it, the pages are all stuck together. And when you open
my
the front
God.
cover, do you open it?
Oh. What does the front cover look like first?
It's completely nondescript. It's just black leather.
Oh.
Nondescript, or does it have like shapely women?
Wait, I'm
on
gonna
the
bring it to
front of
Petra and get her to do the detect magic thing. The vibe check.
Petra does a vibe check, but she also does a regular vibe check. She's very suspicious of a book with its pages stuck
together?
shut.
Is this like? Is this
Yeah.
ancient? Is this? What do I think it is?
There
Okay.
are you
Horn
definitely
book? That's what I
detect
think.
magic.
Yeah.
The book itself is not magic, but within the book there is magic. Within the between the covers
making
there
it
is
sticky?
magic.
Is magic.
So let me.
Is
It's
that
not.
what holds it
Let me
together?
rephrase. The pages themselves
Between
aren't
the
stuck
covers,
together.
there's magic.
Dear Lord. The pages
This is a
themselves
really good title.
are not.
Between the
sticky.
pages is magic.
It's
Between the
almost as if
covers, there's
someone
magic.
had taken adhesive to the outside of the pages to make them all one cohesive unit, so the pages don't come apart.
Got a little messy.
Yes, it is
Wonderful.
ye old
Oh.
Playboy.
Maybe-
Thank you, Alaska Fireman.
Ye old playboy. All right, Petra's gonna say tell
Play
all
maiden.
that to Rufus
rogue.
and say that she thinks it might just be playmate. She thinks it might just be a hollowed out book. Like it might just be storage, but she's a little nervous to open it on her own. Who's feeling frisky?
I feel like Emil is feeling frisky. Give Emil something to do other than destroy that door.
An open book of positions.
Emil's
It's a book
feeling
of-
horny and would like to do something other than destroy the door, but provided no other options, Emil will do what Emil must.
Does
Okay,
Emil
so-
want to open?
Is Emil gonna open Playmaiden?
Well, did I break the latch?
The
hinge?
hinges?
Yeah.
You were able to break one of them, and the door stayed fast.
So
Almost
it's
as though
magically
held in place by
inclined.
magic.
Well, that's lame. I go over and
Oh
start
yeah.
with the
By the
sticky
way,
bit.
there's a 30-foot radius on vibe checks.
Yeah, all the doors are magical.
Slay.
Mm.
Any other magic? That's it.
The book.
Whatever's. Okay.
Just
I'm
the
sorry, I
one
might
book?
have missed it, but did we actually open the book?
No.
No, we're gonna get Emil to do it.
I'm doing it now. I've had my hands all over the sticky pages, and I'm just kind of engrossed in it. Go,
Petra, where were you when you did your magic vibe check, Petra? You're right where you are?
Well, where did Rufus find the book? Right here at this
Mm.
bookshelf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm right where I was.
Okay, let me see what 30 feet looks like.
Oh.
Okay. 30
Oh.
feet.
So I guess I don't know for sure that the two sun doors.
You
or those ones.
detect that there is magic over in this direction as well.
Where you're pointing?
Yeah, but beyond the walls.
Oh.
I tell the others that.
Well, there's a
Since
magical
I'm
worm.
closest,
I know it.
I'll
Check the bookshelf.
go check over there. So I'm gonna. What is this thing next to me? Is it a bench?
That's a bookshelf. Yeah,
Bookshelf, and then there's like a candle thing on the wall.
a wall sconce. Yes.
Wall sconce. I guess we'll go ahead and kind of like check out the wall and like check out the bookshelf and kind of like maybe like look at the ground, see if like there's any disturbed dust or scratch marks anywhere.
Yeah. Just to clarify, Petra, you can tell that the magic is on the other side of the wall, in an empty space on the other side of the wall.
Okay, I relay that to them.
So Stoney's just talking to Senator now. It's not even about the room. He's like, so yeah, that's the difference between a Black Angus and a Holstein. You really need to feed them real heavy before butchering, or else you're just not getting a good product.
Really? So, in these farming communities, is that why they have a greater need of high protein wheats and feeds? Because I've always, when I'm doing my Senate sessions,
No,
they're
just to
discussing.
cut her ass off constantly.
Oh, well, see, when we're discussing distribution of different food products, a lot of the farming villages, they want higher protein feed. I didn't know if maybe that was why. Do they make larger cows? He seems very interested in this conversation because he's obviously been on the agricultural committee.
What's protein?
He shakes his head. Oh, that's... Well, they're chatting. So who has the book? Are we doing something?
I give
had
the
the
blue
book
sack
and
to
is
the-
waiting for Emil to come open the book.
I've opened the book.
You open
I've
the book.
taken a deep breath. I've smelled it. I've touched all the stickiness. I've palpated it.
It's not sticky.
And then I take a deep breath.
You said it was sticky.
I said
and
the
I
pages
open
are
it. They were
stuck
stuck
together.
Oh,
you
Well,
initially
would stick
said
things
sticky.
together.
And
Sticky stuff.
I want to make sure.
It is in fact not sticky, but when you open it, you find that it is just a hollowed out book. Someone glued all the pages together and cut out the middle. And
Oh, what's in the
inside,
middle?
there
okay,
are several amulets on chains. There are 6 of them.
Petra,
Oh, that's
Rufus,
convenient.
I have your bling.
I think
What?
you bring it here.
Here you go. Bling bling.
Okay, may I investigate the bling?
Absolutely. Looking at them, you don't even need to investigate because you can see them holding them in your hand. There are 3
Yeah.
that. Let me rephrase. The front of each one is an adjustable dial of sorts. It looks just like a clock, right?
Oh.
But instead of having like a 12, 3, 6, and a 9, there's just 3 ticks. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, kind of almost in a peace sign shape. And there's the dial that you can rotate has only 1 indicator, and currently the indicators are all set to the top tick. The back of each, 3 of them are a dark metal, almost black, and 3 of them are gold.
Okay, do all 6 of them have the tick mark at the top and the 2 tick marks,
Yes,
but 3 have different? One's dark, one's gold.
yes.
Which is probably the
3 are
sign of
dark and
the-
3 are gold. Yes.
Is it? Oh god.
Okay.
I have to be able to see that. Is it like that? Can
Uh,
you see that at all?
There,
Oh, nice.
there's not that whole symbol. It's just those are the where those lines meet the circle, or where the ticks are on the circle. There is 1 indicator, 1 hand, as it were, and it rotates with the bevel of the dial. So you can position it anywhere on the face.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
sort of.
Ooh, I can
Yeah,
draw
so they
on
can-
screen.
They can only be either the top position, the right
No.
position, or the left position.
No, the opposite of that. He's saying you can position the hand anywhere, but that's where the tick marks are.
Correct. So
Oh.
if it were shaped like this, there are tick marks, say... Oh, that's a circle. That doesn't help us at all.
And all of the hands are all positioned, like oriented,
top.
Ticks.
aligned with the top tick mark right now.
Uh-huh.
Ticks. Yeah, so there's basically a circle with ticks like that, and then there is an adjustable hand that's currently positioned like this, but it rotates with the bevel and can point anywhere that you want it to. So that's what the face kind of looks like.
Okay.
Are we
Nice.
going to try and rotate the centers?
Yeah, I feel like we should think more logically about it. But so there's three ones have dark back, and 3 have a gold back.
Oh dear. Did I lose the internet? I have internet, but I don't have people. This is disconcerting. Well, we're going to go ahead and pause this recording for just a minute while I figure out what's going on with the internet. Stick around, to be right back.